sports, and business. On this special edition of South Sudan and the World, we look at the intersection of sports and business in South Sudan. We look at how Stanbic Bank is empowering young people in sports, and particularly basketball. We are here at the Stanbic Bank headquarters in Juba, South Sudan. With us, we have Mumbi Kagombi, the Strategy Enablement Manager. We'll be discussing today the Stanbic Jr NBA League. The Stanbic Bank Junior NBA League is an innovative South Sudan initiative to nurture young basketball talent. This league is the first of its kind in the country. It's a collaboration between Stanbic Bank, NBA Africa, and the Luol Deng Foundation, showing their dedication to youth development through basketball. Mumbi, thank you for joining us on the show.
Thank you for having me, Nicole.
Could you share Stanbic Bank's history and presence in South Sudan?
Stanbic Bank started its operations in South Sudan in 2004. That was before the signing of the Comprehensive Peace Agreement. And we're working through Nile Commercial Bank. Thereafter, we opened up our doors here in April of 2012. So Stanbic Bank is part of the Standard Bank Group, which is the largest bank in Africa by assets. And it has a presence in 20 countries in the continent. And in the context of South Sudan is our home. We drive her growth. So that's what drives Stanbic here in South Sudan.
Now, I want to know, why is sports important to Stanbic Bank, and how does that relate to South Sudan?
So we recognize that basketball is a much loved sport here in South Sudan, and that's why we want to leverage on the passion that the people of South Sudan have for the game to create a positive change in South Sudan. The other reason that we picked basketball is because South Sudan is a hotbed for basketball talent on the continent. And this has been recognized by the NBA Africa, where we have a lot of talent here, and it's displayed by our height, the physique, and just the innate skill.
You said talent. Let me mention a few people. You have Manud Bol, one of the tallest players in NBA history. Mm-hmm. You have Luol Deng, two-time NBA All-Star and president of the South Sudan Basketball Federation. Wenyan Gabriel, who played for the Los Angeles Lakers. Kaman Malwaj, one of the top prospects out of Africa, and he played in NBA Africa Academy. You have women. Yes. You have Nyadiu Poch, who was drafted by the Atlanta Dream in 2024 WNBA draft. Then you noticed this talent. How did you decide to work with NBA Africa and the Luol Deng Foundation to cultivate this talent?
We picked to work with NBA Africa. It's because the NBA and basketball are quite synonymous, if you think about it. NBA is a global brand, and they bring a lot of experience and expertise in the game to this partnership. The other reason that we picked them is that they give us a global platform for the youth who will be participating in the program that we're doing with them. Why we picked the Luol Deng Foundation? We needed a partner on the ground who understands the environment here in South Sudan, which is quite nuanced, and a shared commitment for basketball and the youth of South Sudan. They have had a lot of experience here in the country and have expertise, over 10 years expertise, running basketball camps here in South Sudan. It's a multi-year collaboration that we have between the NBA Africa and the Luol Deng Foundation to support basketball at the grassroots level. So what we're doing is launching the Stanbic Jr NBA League. And additionally, we're also constructing a FIBA standard court, an outdoor court here in Juba.
And how are you empowering local people? You said you're targeting the grassroots. Share with us how you are doing that.
The Junior NBA League is a global youth program at the grassroots level. So here in South Sudan, we're targeting kids, both boys and girls, below the age of 16. So it's 16 and under. And in this league, what we're doing, or what the program does, is it equips the children with the fundamentals of the game. On top of that, it also then equips them with the core values, life skills. The format of the Stanbic Junior NBA League emulates the format of the NBA. So here we're going to have 30 teams. And in South Sudan, what we have done now, it's just going to start within Juba. This first season that we're doing is within Juba. And we picked 30 schools within Juba who are going to participate in the league. What we then did is conducted a draft, and in that draft, the 30 schools picked a team of the 30 NBA teams that they're going to represent during the league. And further to that, the 30 teams are divided into two conferences. We have the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. In our case here, the Eastern Conference comprises of three divisions. We have the Giada Division, the Juba Division, and the Kator Division. Within these divisions, we have 5 teams each. In the Western Conference, we have 3 divisions as well. We have the Munuki Division, the Gudela Division, and the Referendum Division. Additionally, what we have done is we have employed 30 coaches and 36 officials who are going to administer the program throughout the season. The 30 coaches have also been trained by the NBA Africa team. They come into the market and conduct trainings for these coaches. They have done the same for the officials. And for the officials, I'm happy to say that of the 36 officials, 18 of them are female and the other 18 are male.
Basketball in South Sudan is popular, but the most popular sport is football or soccer. There's not a lot of courts in South Sudan for people to play. There's many football fields. What are you doing to address this and create a conducive environment for young people to play basketball?
As part of the partnership that we have with the NBA Africa, one of the things that we have done is built a court, a FIBA standard court, an outdoor court at the St. Mark's School in Orthodox School. So kids have been playing the games on that court. So it's part of the contribution to the infrastructure in the country and to the game.
This is exciting, the work that you're doing.
What will then happen is we'll have the playoffs in July. After the playoffs in July, we have the finals, which will be in August. So during the final games, we shall have NBA talent or an NBA legend coming to South Sudan to interact with the kids as well as the fans of the game here in South Sudan. By basketball talent, we mean an existing player. And when we talk about a legend, is a former player in the NBA.
You said an NBA legend or an NBA talent will be coming to South Sudan?
Yes.
Can you share with us who these people are who will be coming to South Sudan?
The NBA talent or the NBA legend coming to South Sudan in August for the Stanbic Jr. NBA League will be You will have to wait until August to figure out who that's going to be.
Thank you for joining us on the show. Come to the finals in August. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on this special edition of South Sudan and the World, where we look at the role of sports and business and how the private sector is empowering youth and sports.